All right, so part 2 on number 9, 1A. For the null hypothesis, I said that the x bar, the mean, equals 529, and then for the alternative, it was less than 529, or I mean greater than 529.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So I want to do the next one.
Okay, I can do it.
Okay.
B is it, suppose you got evidence that the null hypothesis should be rejected. However, in reality, the means for the student taking the exam is still 529. Was it type 1 or type 2 error? I put down type 1 error because the null hypothesis was the rejected one.
Yep.
Was rejected. Is that right?
Yep.
Yeah.
So I have a question about like the type 1, type 2 error. I kind of don't understand the type 2 error. Can you guys explain that?
Well, it's just opposite. So, if you rejected the null hypothesis but it was true, then it's a type 1 error. If you failed to reject the null hypothesis and it was false, then it's a type 2 error.
Okay. I was reading through the note and I was like, what?
It all has to do with the level of significance that you choose.
Okay. So type 1 is if you reject the null hypothesis and it's true, that's type 1 error, right?
Yeah. Yes.
But type 2 is if you fail to reject and it's false?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, now I was reading through that and I was like, wait, I don't understand what's type 2. Because they just went on and give you the examples of questions and I'm like, I think I understand by it. Okay. Alrighty. Next question.
Okay, I'll do C. If the analysis was done at alpha equals 0.01 level, what is the probability of committing a type 1 error? And I said it would be small probability.
So I think it's like 1 over 100 is the probability, or like a 1% chance.
Okay, just converting
because that's what it looked like. Yeah, to a percent. That's what it looked like because they gave like the 0.05 was a 1 over 20.
Uh-huh.
So
yeah, that's right.
it would just be the same.
Okay, I'll take D. If we wanted to decrease the probability of making type 2 errors, we would need to increase or decrease the level of significance. And I said you needed to increase the level of significance. It needs to go up.
That's what I got too.
Okay.
So basically, is it saying that if you want to like make the probability smaller, making a type 2 error, then we would need to increase the level of significance to decrease the probability?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So now we're on to number 2, part A. And for okay, so it's the population from the realtor is obtaining his data is his clients. He sampled this population by using a cluster, and the research question is the average age of those buying investment property different in his area compared to the national average?
Yep.
Okay.
So D says collect the data. Name at least one way the realtor could have randomly selected his sample. Before, I don't know, I just put, you said he's like randomly selected 15. So I just put randomly selected. Like, I don't know. What did you guys put? I was confused on it.
I just said he could like number his clients and then find several random numbers using like Excel or calculator or something like that.
So that,
Yeah. I just
so
said
that's like
pitching.
unbiased.
Yeah.
Okay, because I was like, what does it mean by that? Okay.
Okay, so for C, create the data on a graph, a histogram. So, what does everybody's histogram look like?
Mine is shifted. Well, I guess the tail is on the left end.
Yeah.
This is what mine looks like.
Yep, I got the same.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Okay, are we on?
D
I'm
now? Or, oh, I guess
Mhm.
it's for I.
Oh, there's like 5 or 6 part of D. Okay. So we want to take one?
Sure. Okay, so since there are all pieces of data, what will you need to check? I just said check the distribution because I was not sure at all what we were supposed to check.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
wasn't sure either.
Okay. But yeah.
Okay. 2, it says state the null and alternative hypothesis. So
Mm-hmm.
the null would just be 47 because that's what they stated was. And then
Yeah.
the alternative will be saying that it's not equal to 47, age 47. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Rather than greater or less, it's saying it's not.
Yep.
So,
Yeah.
and then 3 says let the level of significance be 0.0. Sorry, 0.05.
Mm-hmm.
So with the level of significance, is there an equation where we put this into, or we just look at it if it's smaller or bigger for the p-value?
Yeah, you just look at it. There's no equation for it.
Yeah.
Just comparing it to the p-value.
Okay, so on this, what is our p-value?
So for 4, so the test statistic, did you guys get, because it's just the z-score, did you guys get a negative 0.117?
No, wait.
No, I got negative 0.209
Uh-huh,
Okay.
me too.
because it's 47 or 46.73 minus 47
Mm-hmm.
over 5 over the square root of 15.
So we use the level of significance instead of the standard deviation
I
in
don't
that
think
equation?
so. Do you?
Wait.
Because that
So
was
you're
the
talking
only
about
difference.
figuring out the z-score?
Let me see here.
Okay. I'm a second. I don't know. Why do I? Alyssa, did you say you got negative 0.13?
Negative 0.117.
Oh, that's not what I'm getting to. Hold on, I'm trying to.
So did you use the p-value when you found the z-score?
No, I used the sample mean minus population mean over standard deviation divided by square root of 15.
Okay.
So, okay, did you go 46.7 minus 47 divided by the standard deviation, which is 8.8, divided by square root of 15? Is that what you did?
Yeah.
Why do I keep getting negative 0.13?
Well, it might just be because I didn't round the numbers.
Okay.
So I did like 46.73 minus 47, and then the standard deviation 8.827 divided by square root of 15.
Well, I think you used a different standard deviation because up here it says the standard deviation is 5.
Oh, so wait. So maybe I'm using the wrong
Where?
standard.
In, like, right after number 2, it says that assuming that the national standard deviation is 5, he wants to determine if the average age is different than the national average.
Oh, yeah, I wasn't sure whether to use
So that's what
the national standard deviation or the standard deviation of the sample.
I think it's the national one because he wants to compare it with the national one.
Okay.
So, yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Okay.
But using the national, I still got negative 0.23.
Did you round?
Confused.
What did you put into the formula?
So I put 46.7 minus 47 divided by 5 divided by the square root of 15.
Yeah, I think I used 46.73, and when you use that, you get 209, and if you use 0.7, you get 23. So
Okay,
it's just rounding.
Okay. Okay, got it.
Okay. So part 5, compute the p-value.
I got 0.83.
Yep, that's what I got too.
Yeah, that's what you apply in the. Okay. Compare the p-value to the level of significance. Do we reject the null hypothesis or fail to reject? So the p-value, the level of significance was 0.05, correct?
Yeah.
So then the p-value is 0.8. So the p-value is greater than the level of significance. We fail to reject because we only reject when the p-value is less than, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So if we fail to reject, then that means that we are saying that the null hypothesis is true. Am I right? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we fail it when it's greater than our p-score?
Yeah. You only So, yeah, you only fail to reject when the p-value is greater than the level of significance. If it's
Okay.
less than the level of significance, then you reject it. But here, our level of significance they gave us was 0.05, and then our p-value is 0.8. So that means p-value is greater, then we
So-
fail to reject.
Okay. So we reject it if it's less. We fail to
Uh-huh.
reject if it's over. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
I know.
I'm getting.
It's the wording. It's so you're like, wait, you have to
It
think
is
about.
not a good way to word it. Like, it is not at all.
Uh-huh.
Nope.
So then, if it states your conclusion in terms of the alternative hypothesis, then it's basically saying we don't have enough evidence, right? That
Yeah.
the average age, the national age, is at 47. Therefore, we can't reject it. Yeah.
Yep.
Yep. And then did you guys suggest any actions for the realtor?
I just
Probably
put
get a
maybe.
probably get a bigger population or a more diverse or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I just put maybe just target those people in that around the age for if you wanted them to be deboned.
Yeah.
Because it seems like we haven't proven it that it's not true, so you might as well go with what.
Yep.
So. Let's
Okay.
take the quiz.
Yay. Okay. Oh, this is not that bad.
I thought this was test of two.
Do you guys mind if I if I do like the first 10 equations and then I skedaddle because I have another group meeting in like 10 minutes? Do you guys mind that?
That's fine.
And then chime in if I'm saying something crazy.
Okay.
Okay.
So let me know when everybody's there.
All right. I'm in. All right. Think we're ready.
Okay. So number 3, a hypothesis test consists of 2 hypotheses, the null hypothesis and the alternative hypothesis. Which one represents the status quo? That's the null hypothesis. Which hypothesis involves equality? That's a null hypothesis again. Computing this, so the p-value is the probability of obtaining a sample statistic at least as extreme as the one that was actually observed. Use this to answer question 5. When computing this probability, which hypothesis do you assume to be true? The probability, let's see, is at least as extreme. So would that be the null hypothesis again?
Yeah.
Okay. Suppose the null hypothesis equals 10. It uses information answer 6 through 8. Which of the following represents an alternative hypothesis for the two-tailed test? That would be the equal sign with the slash, right? So it's like negating it, right?
Yeah.
So not equal to.
The not equal to. There we go. my lack of brain this morning is awesome.
Okay.
Which of the following represents the alternative hypothesis of a left tail that's less than the value or greater than? Less than.
Less than. So it would be the okay.
Yeah, so it would be first one. Which of the following represents the alternative hypothesis for a right-tailed? And that would just be the opposite. It would be greater than. So that would be technically B. The outcomes of a hypothesis test is determined by comparing the p-value to the level of significance. Use this information for 9 through 10. Which relationship, we just talked about this. Which relationship shows a result in failing to reject the null hypothesis? We had said if it was greater than. And
Less than.
Oh, we said it was less than? I thought you said greater than.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Failing to reject.
Fail.
Said greater than.
I like,
Great.
my brain just barely
I'm sorry.
wrapped
I'm sorry. It's my fault. Yes, it's greater
No,
than.
you're
Sorry.
fine. So it would be greater than Z, right? Because that's normally what it's looking for, or would it be because the level of significance in this one is A, or the?
Yeah, the alpha.
Yeah.
Alpha. Because to determine if you fail or reject it, it's your level significant, and alpha represents level significant, not the Z-score. Does that make sense? She's still there?
I'm not sure.
I don't know.
But okay. Do you guys just want to go on to number?
Okay, we'll go. So 9 is less than alpha. I'm sorry, greater than alpha, and then 10 is less than alpha, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hello? Hello? Yeah, so 9 is the p-value is greater than alpha, and then 10 is p-value is less than alpha. All right. Okay. Sounds good. Yep. Thanks. Okay. Bye. All right. Okay. So now, yeah, she's gone. But so 11. An insurance company is reviewing its current policy rates. When originally setting the rates, they believed that the average claim amount was $1,500. They're concerned that the true mean is actually higher than this. Use this information for questions 11 through 12. Okay, so which would be the alternative hypothesis that the average claim amount is greater than 1,500?
Yeah.
And then 12, which of the following would be the appropriate null hypothesis should be equal to 1,500?
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Okay, 13. The insurance randomly selected 40 sample claims and calculates a sample mean of 1650. Use this information for question 13 to 15. The insurance company assumed the distribution of the sample mean is normal. Is this a good assumption? What do you guys think? Good assumption?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think so. Looks normal. Okay. What theorem or law justifies your answer to the previous question?
It would be the central limit, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because of the larger sample number. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Then which of the following is the test statistic as defined in this lesson? Should be a Z.
Yeah.
The historical mean sales represents at a grocery store 150 with the standard deviation of 40. The store manager suspects that the average has decreased. She sets up a hypothesis test following these hypotheses. Use the level of significance 0.05. She then takes a simple random sample of 36 sales received from her store and computes 144. Use this information for 16 to 18. What is the Z-score that's associated with this test? So then we got our, so is it 144 minus 150? divided by 40 with the square root of, where's the standard deviation? 40? Wait. What's their sample size again?
36.
36. Okay, I was like, I got 0.9, negative 0.9. Is that what you guys got?
Yep.
So then,
Yeah.
it's asking us to round it to the third decimal place, so would it just be 0.9?
I just put 2 extra zeros on the end.
Okay.
Yeah, and so the next one asks us for the p-value, and so we just plug it into the normal probability.
What did you guys put?
Let's see, so so which areas would we shade for that? Everything less than the z-score?
I'm not sure.
Okay.
Right. So then,
Or would it be everything above because the p-value is the probability that it's as extreme or more extreme?
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Not sure.
Yeah.
Is there anything else going to give us a hint?
Well, I don't think it would be the middle section because that wouldn't be extreme because that would fall, around the mean. And so if it's as extreme or more extreme, I think it would be we click like to the left and then to the right, I'm thinking. Because that would be as extreme or more extreme.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Did you guys get 0.3, 0.368?
Yeah.
Okay. So then, 18, what reference would you make about the null hypothesis work? So our level of, she said it was 0.03, so it's greater than when we fail to reject, so then it would be the,
Yeah, we fail to reject.
and that would be type 2 error, right? For the next one.
Yeah, I think so. Let's double check on the little chart. Yeah, fail to reject. It would be
Type 2.
Yeah. Okay, a researcher decided that instead of using a level of significance of 0.5, he will use 0.1, which of the following will be true. Be the probability of a type 2 error will increase.
Yeah, because it's still, he's going even lower than where he was before. Okay. If alpha is 0.5, compute the probability of committing a type 1 error. How do you do that? Oh, don't we just shade greater than on the applet? Am I saying this right? Because if, okay, because our p-value is 0.3, I don't know if I'm doing this right. How do you do that? Though?
I'm not sure.
Because I was thinking, because our p-value is 0.3, it's obviously greater than the level of significance. So then I just go on the applet and shade to the right, and that would give us the probability of type 1. But I could be wrong.
Maybe. I don't know.
Well, type 1 is saying, well, okay, so then type 1 is saying we reject the null hypothesis. That means the p-value has to be less than alpha, right?
Yeah.
Then would we shade to the, well, either way, it's going to be 0 if you shade either to the left or to the right. It's going to be 0.184 on the applet.
The z-score will be, or the probability, or
The
the area?
probability. Are we looking for the probability? Yeah.
Yeah.
So I would just say 0.84, but
Okay.
can we submit it?
Sure.
Okay, I'm gonna submit mine. And it's wrong. It's
Yeah,
wait,
that's okay.
what? Well, there are two types of main performance. Which one? Ah, I guess I was reading it wrong. Did you guys get 19 wrong?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I guess I read it wrong. It's if you
Yeah.
reject it, then that would be type 1.
Oh well. Okay. So for our next meeting, when will you guys be available to meet?
Let me see
My schedule.
Will you be available next Saturday morning?
Yeah, I'm actually available anytime next Saturday.
Okay.
What is next Saturday?
What about
15?
you? Yeah.
Yeah, anytime before 5 p.m.
Okay. Do you guys want to just meet at the same time? 9 o'clock.
Yeah, that
Sure.
works.
All right. Sounds good. Then we'll see you guys then.
And hey, I have
Bye.
a question.
Oh,
For
okay.
the exam number 1, is it open on Wednesday only?
Let's see. I don't think so. It probably will be open for a few days.
Okay. Alrighty.
At least 2 days. But yeah, I guess you just have to like click on it and find out.
Work on. Okay. Alright. Thanks, guys.
Yep.
Okay.
See ya.
Yeah.
Bye.